everybody, how is it going? This is Doctor Who. This is season 24 and this is part 3 of Paradise Towers. So last episode and part 1 we saw Mel and the Doctor arrive at Paradise Towers, but it's not as paradise-like as you would expect it to be. There's meant to be this pool at the very top that Mel really wants to go to, but I genuinely don't think that this pool exists. I really don't. We've got these different groups of young women called the Kangs who identify by colour. We've then got these older residents that live here, and then we've got this guy called Pex who we found out stored away and came here when everybody else went off to fight a war. I would love to know which war that was. But then there's like the seedy part of it. So you've got the caretakers who die because of these cleaning machines, and we discovered that like the head caretaker has this whatever it is that he feeds, and he eats the bodies of the missing people, whether it's Kangs or caretakers. But then we've got the two old women that Mel befriended who it looks like they're eating what's left of people. And it makes me think, what is going on here? Because are they the ones that are feeding this thing behind the head caretaker's back, or is somebody else doing that? I'm really looking forward to watching this, so let's go.
Red Kangs have an unseen outway, but...
But what?
The caretakers will be in our brain quarters too soon for the Kangs to use it.
I see you need time.
They're so confusing, these girls.
I'm the reason why the caretakers are here. Now, go on. Make your escape.
Joke's a joke, but this has gone on long enough.
Mel, dear. I do think by now you should be appreciating that though Tabby and myself are not averse to a humorous remark now and then...
She's got the pepper out. Bloody hell. Oh, and an onion.
There's something wrong with the waste disposal unit.
No, don't talk nonsense, dear. It always makes that funny
I
noise.
think something's coming up in it.
Don't be silly, dear.
We better make sure, Tabby.
Oh, very well, dear. No, I can't see anything.
Mel, run! Mel, run! Oh no, it's not Mel's fault.
What a naughty little girl we are. Looks as though butter wouldn't melt in her mouth, and now she's killed. Poor dear Tabby!
It wasn't me, Tilda. It was the thing in the waste disposal unit.
Silly now, is it? I hate little Fibber!
Pex!
My name is Pex.
Help, Max, help!
No.
Don't just stand there, help me!
She's got more than one knife, I guess. Pex, man, move!
You arrived just in time.
Mel?
Oh my god.
Mel, does this mean that I've really helped save someone from something?
See, I thought this machine was sharing food with these ladies.
Greetings, Deputy Chief Caretaker. You look surprised to see me. I can't imagine why. After all, it was me you came for.
What is it?
It's a map of the Paradise Towers. It occurred to me that when everyone was brought here, they'd have been given a map to help them get around.
Oh!
I wasn't. Oh, but then nobody knew I was in the ship, did they?
No.
This building is huge, isn't it?
Like a welcome pack.
304 floors. And we must be on floor...
It said 2 outside, 2 something.
109.
Oh, never mind.
Mel,
Yeah,
are you sure you want to get to the pool in the sky?
of course. That's where I'm meeting the doctor.
You mustn't go.
That's silly. And anyway, here it is. Floor 304.
But Mel,
Not now.
only the unalive go there.
Who says so?
Everybody.
Now that's odd.
What?
Look.
Oh
down
god.
here where it says basement, and underneath, no plan available. Entry forbidden to all residents of Paradise Towers on pain of death.
Welcome back, great architect. I'm relieved that it's you and not my deputy who will be enjoying a 327 Appendix 3 subsection 9 death. For a start, his demise would be involved in an enormous amount of extra paperwork.
Chief?
Yes.
Chief, as I was coming in, I heard reports that caretaker number 97, stroke 2, subsection 9 had disappeared without any known explanation, and that caretaker 348...
I'm
stroke
well
4,
aware of
subsection-
that.
But, Chief, if this goes on and the cleaners are out of control...
There's gotta be nobody left.
How many of us are going to be left?
Deputy Chief Caretaker, by talking out of turn in such a way, you have just broken so many rules and regulations that it would take me several hours just to enumerate them. Wait outside, would you?
Come on.
How did they not spot this dude?
Are you the great architect?
No.
You mean you're not certain anymore?
Oh, I shall have you killed anyway, but it will be interesting to know.
What makes you think I'm the great architect? Haven't you ever met him?
Just when Paradise Towers has been completed, before any of us got here, he disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
He was probably
Never been seen
eaten.
since anywhere.
Odd.
Or he lives
Odd
in the
indeed
basement,
for a
under the
being
basement.
whose head was apparently full of extravagant future plans. But I always knew in my bones he'd turn up again one day.
Like everyone else, you seem terrified to face up to the reality of what's happening in Paradise Towers. I mean, killing me won't help you find out who's sending out those robotic cleaners to kill people.
That's true.
And that's a problem that isn't going to go away. Unless, of course, you're giving the orders yourself.
What a ridiculous idea.
Perhaps. But I'd
This
have a
guy
better
plays
one.
this very well.
And what is that?
No doubt. You've been allowing the cleaners to kill off some of your people as well as the Kangs. For reasons which are at the moment beyond me, but then I'm not a power-crazed psychopath.
What did you say?
Listen, you're gonna kill me anyway, so you may as well make use of my brain. What I also think is happening is that beside your activities, is that the caretakers, the Kangs, red, yellow, blue, and everyone else have been killed off without instructions from you. And that's why you're worried.
What is it?
I'll explain later. Look, you just press the button.
Of course.
We call those the cleaners, and sometimes they...
Pegs.
What?
We're going down.
Why?
Are we going up or are we going down?
We're going down.
But I pressed
The
the
cans
button.
play a game, you see. They get into the lift and press the buttons for all kinds of floors up and down the building.
So we could be stuck in here going up and down for hours.
Some of you will understandably feel nervous at leaving everything you know for a strange new environment. But we believe once you've tasted the Paradise Towers experience, you won't want to change it for any other.
It does not look like this.
Our motto is build high
Please
for
stop.
happiness. The facilities of this mighty structure are unrivaled, as you can see from these pictures.
How you do, Doctor?
Fire escape, how did you get here?
We track you down the corridors, creep in when the chief caretaker left, and bundle up these others. Sorry to disturb you.
Not at all, I'm delighted to see you.
We Resis are all very frightened.
Well, you have my assurance.
What's going to
there is
happen
no
to their
cause
budgie,
for
though,
Panic.
if they're dead?
No cause for panic.
No.
No cause for panic?
No.
Two of my next-door neighbours had just disappeared down the waste disposal chute. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
I suppose it is one way of seeing the Paradise Towers. Just as long as nothing goes wrong with the lift.
What did you say?
Oh, it doesn't matter really, it's just if the lift gets completely stuck between floors. And the lights go out.
Oh no.
I hate the dark.
Where are we now?
The
Oh
basement?
no.
What is it?
I think we're in the basement.
As in, forbidden to all residents of Paradise Towers on pain of death.
Yes. Oh my lord. It's just keep them going.
You hear that? We have to get out of here!
Mayhaps your parents thought they were being very clever by trapping him in his own building so he wouldn't finish it. But if they did such a thing,
Basement.
it's very foolish. Because no matter how deep they buried him in Paradise Towers, he's bound to get out in the end.
What do you think you're doing about it 24/7 Look, there's no need for this, really there isn't. No need at all. I was going to the basement anyway.
We've got to get out of here! This is really jammed this time!
Shall I hit it?
All right, give it a try!
What is he doing, man?
Come on, Pex! Well done, Pex!
Oh, we've got normal speed as well.
Up.
I'm going down to the basement to find out what's going on.
I'll go and look with you, Doctor.
And me! And me!
Fire escape, binliner, and air duct, you come with me. The rest stay here.
I ducked.
No, red Kangs leave no outlooks. Blue Kangs have got into their brain quarters and won the game. Blue Kangs are better.
Please! This is no time for games! The future of Paradise Towers is at stake. We must all work together. You've got to help us. Do you understand?
But Blue Kangs have won.
We made it! I just don't believe it.
It's untouched.
I really don't.
Why is it untouched?
And look! Here it is! Oh, it's just how I imagined it.
It's a pool, Mel.
Why don't the residents of the towers ever use it, Pex?
It's the home of the unalive.
I think all that talk about it being dangerous is just a trick by the caretakers.
The bodies the cleaners brought were not right.
Not right? What for?
For me to live in.
To live in? I don't understand, my pet.
Neither could they. I need only one more thing from you.
Your body.
Oh, do you? I suppose I won't give it to you.
You have no choice. I am Croagnon, the great architect, and I will put an end to you and everyone in Paradise Tower.
Back to the lift.
Wait, Doctor!
Interesting to know that the great architect's just been living down in this basement for a bit. It's crazy to think that he's been trapped down here. I wonder if he was like, even though he was this great architect, he's maybe being crazy as well, or being trapped down here sent him crazy, and he's died down here possibly, and somehow his consciousness has survived, and that's why he needs a body. I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one. Mel finally got to the pool. I never ever thought that pool existed, so I'm surprised that we got there. But then how did she not notice that yellow thing under the water? Because you would notice if there was something yellow in the water. Mel is mental, actually, but she makes me laugh quite a lot as well, because Bonnie puts so much into it when she performs in this. It's just delightful to watch her. I really liked Pex in this episode, and seeing the ladies from the apartment get stuck down the service shaft. I didn't expect that at all. Like, at one point I was thinking they wouldn't have fit down there. I don't think anybody would have fit down there unless it was like Bonnie, because she's so small. To see how the chief caretaker is now possibly going to get the architect inside his brain possibly, or to take over him, is going to be an interesting way to end this, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it is that they do. So I'm going to sign off and say thank you, and I will see you guys later. So thank you.